How's everybody doing today? I'm sitting in here with Council Member Tony Davenport, who has just recently run for mayor. He didn't get it this time, but in the future, we think it's going to happen.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So we decided to have this talk about what's going on, the year in review, and what's coming up for Pleasantville. So Tony?
Yes. Well, this has been a trying year. I mean, for everyone, you know, with this COVID virus and, you know, the loss of life and, you know, being stuck up in the house, and for us not being able to do the things that we used to doing at, you know, as people, you know, much less not being able to attend our church, because we are, you know, brothers from the same church, and that's our connection. But, you know, over this last year, it started out so promising with, you know, us redoing Woodland Avenue. You know, one of my first projects as a council member. Within 6 months, I was able to acquire the funds to, you know, put up brand new fiberglass baskets, get the surface redone, and also put things out there for the children to get that stuff.
That was you?
That was me. That was me. Through all of my hard work, went out there and got all the funds to do that at no cost to our city. So that was a blessing. And to have the grand opening day and been able to feed the community and look forward to having, you know, our first full summer league this summer that just passed, and we couldn't do it because of the virus.
Yeah, because of the virus. It affected everything.
Yes, affected everything. Baskets had to come down. But, you know, God is good, and, you know, through hard work and, you know, a lot of prayer and, you know, ups and downs, you know.
Ebb and flows of life.
Yes, you know, I end up deciding to run for mayor because it was a stance that I felt as a man that I had to take, because there were some issues that were going on and I didn't want to see our city go down that road. Right. So it wasn't so much of me running against the mayor-elect. You know, wish her all the luck in the world. Yes. And definitely I want her to do well, because I am part of the organization. I'm part of the city. Right. Yeah. So therefore, you know, I'm going to continue to do my best to forward the city.
So in other words, you don't have no animosity towards her or nothing like that? No,
first of all, I'm an athlete. You know what I mean? So, you know, I've gone through serious competition, you know, much more personal than this, because I never let this get personal to me. You know, when you're a basketball player and you go through situations where you're competing against people, it gets rough. Yeah, it does. But you leave it on the court.
People's feelings get hurt.
Yes.
Their egos get bruised.
Yes. Jealousy, you know, things like that I've had to deal with as a young kid growing up, not understanding. And, you know, as a man now, to see those things that still exist, but you move around that and you keep moving forward.
You keep going, you don't let it
keep moving forward. So this was not personal to me. This was where it was my belief in what I thought was best for Pleasantville, and I didn't see anyone standing up but myself for that belief. So that's what made me run. And some of those people that are going to see this, they know my reason, so I don't have to put it out there.
Right.
You understand? Yeah. But as far as having any animosity, there is none. You know, that's not the type of man that I am. But with running for mayor and not getting that, you know, God puts things in your lap anyway. And, you know, it worked out to where we were able to further a project that we were trying to do, which is going to benefit Pleasantville. And I think that right now, this thing is coming through fruition. You know, we have a couple more things that we have to, you know, deal with in order to make this deal happen. And when this happens, it's going to be such a blessing for our city and for our taxpayers. And
now, hold on now.
Yes.
I used to live in Pleasantville.
Yes.
On Park Avenue. Please tell me you're going to do something about the roads.
Well, you know, me as a new councilman, it's been 2 years now, coming up in January. I'm going into my 3rd year where I have to run for re-election, you know, this year coming up.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
The roads are, it's just something that has to be done. And with this project that we're trying to bring into the city, it's probably the main reason why the roads, or from what I've been told from the mayor and the council people that have been there, one of the obstacles that kept us from doing the work on our streets, which was our infrastructure, right? So this, the project deals with our wastewater department and our infrastructure. So now that we'll be able to get the repairs done underground, we can start doing our roads also, because, you know, it didn't make any sense to waste money paving our roads, and then when we have a busted pipeline or something like that, you have to go in and dig them back up. So, you know, it was understandable why the mayor, Mayor Tweedle, and, you know, some of our council people and, you know, our business administrator, you know, made the decisions that they did not to do certain work because of the eroding infrastructure. And, you know, this,
so that's in the works, is like was what you're saying.
yes, yes. And, you know, we've gone out to RFP, we've done all of those things that are necessary to be done. Now we're sitting down and we're ironing out the little intricate things, you know, that needs to be done. And I think when this is done, as a matter of fact, I know when this is done, it's going to benefit Pleasantville.
I see now. I don't want to be a homer, but you put this package together.
Yes, I did.
You found the investors.
Yes.
You did the research.
Yes.
Okay, just want to make that clear. Even though I go to my church, I'm not trying to be a homer, but it needs to be out there.
Yes, and it was, you know, it's what I was elected to do.
Right,
so it makes me happy that, you know, before my first term is over, people are going to say, or they should say, and they'll realize that I am here for Pleasantville. You know, I am here for the people of Pleasantville.
So when people ask you, what did you do for Pleasantville, you can drop some science on them. Yeah.
It'll speak for itself. Yeah. You know, not only the park situation, but, you know, standing up and fighting for certain things that I felt was right for Pleasantville, or I felt that wasn't right for Pleasantville. And, you know, I really believe that when you're an elected official, you're elected to speak up for our people.
All right, can you give us a few details about this project you're working on?
Yes, well, this is it's a wastewater deal, and it's with a very good company. This company has given us a bid, you know, that is now, it's on the table. Like people were saying, they don't believe it until they see it.
Right.
Well, I've seen the bid, and it's in the millions of dollars. You know, it's in millions of dollars. Not only that, this deal will provide training for, you know, our community. This company wants to come in and hire from within our community. It's a very big company. They want to invest in our youth, and they want to invest back in the city. So, you know, this company is world renowned, not just, you know, country. This is world renowned.
They like worth billions.
Yes.
If they're world renowned, then it has to be in the billions that they're dealing with.
Yes.
So let me play devil's advocate. What does Pleasantville, well, why would they even consider Pleasantville?
Well, why they considered Pleasantville, it wasn't that they considered Pleasantville, it was that I reached out.
So they didn't come to you, you searched them out.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I searched them out. Matter of fact, it was a night when we were getting ready to sell it off for what I thought was pennies on the dollar. We were definitely going to lose as a community if we had sold it off, you know, right out from under the people. It's probably our last commodity that we have, and I saw it as too valuable to get rid of. So I expressed my opinion, and being that I was the chair of that committee, I let everyone know that I was against it and I was going to fight against it. So I did my research. I went out and looked for other avenues to get this done, and this company came in the night of that we were supposed to vote to sell it. And with the help of our church member, Charles Goodman, Pastor Francois came in, and we brought the community in, and they held us accountable. And when I brought this entity to the table and they gave us a proposal where they didn't want to buy it from us, you know, it like was a blessing to me because I said it shouldn't have been sold. So this company is doing a thing called a concession plant where it's like a lease, but they can do work on the sewer and everything and bring it up to par. So not only are they giving us, you know, millions of dollars, I'm not going to sit there and give the figure because I'm not exactly sure what it's going to, the final number is going to be. But they're also going to invest in our wastewater department, and they're going to upgrade it so that we can start doing our streets. We can start making those repairs that have to be done at no cost to the city. You know, this is a company where sometimes you got to not look at what someone else is making, but look at the benefit for you and for our city.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And that's where I'm focused at. How is this going to benefit Pleasantville? And to me, it's just a win-win situation because no matter what the term of the lease is, they're going to do repairs on it. They're going to give us a certain amount of money on an annual basis.
And they're going to be making money too.
That's on them. I really don't care what they make. You know, it doesn't matter. We're looking at what's in the best interest of our city.
Right.
And we know that whatever happens, this entity is still in our hands. It comes back to us at the end of the term.
Which makes it a perfect deal.
There you go. Win-win situation. I look at it as just such a blessing. You know, you look at certain things that happen and, you know, I'm a competitor.
It's because you're an athlete.
I hate to lose. So understand, losing this election did not sit well with me, but I know God has a plan. And it was his plan for me not to win. So therefore, you know,
so you can push this deal.
Yes, we're pushing this deal. I have to really sit here and thank my fellow committeemen, which is Rick Sistrunk and Stanley Swan, because when I brought these people to the table on the day of we were supposed to vote, and the lady came in, her name is Kendra, and she sat before us and gave us outlook on what they could do for the city of Pleasantville. They looked and immediately said, this doesn't make sense for us to sell off our water, you know, off this commodity that we have.
Right.
And because of that, when we got to the city council, you know, the mayor-elect, you know, President Ward, she also voted along with us. So we stopped that deal then. Yes, we stopped that deal then. And here we are now. And it seems to be the right thing. We did the right thing.
You know, to be honest, this is a real big deal. I wonder if people really realize what it takes to run a city, the financial burden that the residents encounter.
Yes.
They don't, you know, some people don't understand it, but it takes a lot. The taxes come into play. It takes a lot to run a city. So if somebody's willing to invest in Pleasantville to that tune of money that you guys get, it is a great thing for Pleasantville.
Yes.
And it will go down in history as a smart move and a great move.
Yes, and when we look at it, man, it's amazing because, you know, we have Atlantic City, you know, we have all these other townships, Ocean City, you know, everybody else gets recognition and this and that, but Pleasantville is a jewel. Yeah. And we just have to put it out there. And, you know, you have to work hard for your city. And that's what I plan on doing. That's what I've been doing. Not once do I stop thinking about ways to make things better here in Pleasantville. You know, whether it comes to better policing, you know, better decision making, better schools, which is my number one
with the kids
concern. And, you know, I just pray to God that, you know, our council and everyone sees the value of our children and that we start working in conjunction with them to make sure that we educate our children.
Yeah, you see, yeah, because we have to hold city council and the school board accountable for the actions that they take concerning the children.
Yes.
Because if they don't take it seriously enough, it doesn't hurt them, it hurts the kids.
Yes.
You know?
And in the long run, it does hurt.
Yeah.
Because it hurts the city.
Yes.
You understand? Yeah. When our school system is not where it's supposed to be, you don't attract viable investors.
Right.
You know, we've had numerous entities that wanted to come and be a part of Pleasantville, but because of the violence and certain things that were going on, they backed away. Yeah. You understand? So therefore, you know, we have a lot to address, and the thing of it is that we cannot continue to turn a blind eye to it. We have to address it. We have to deal with it. You know, we can't continue to, you know, have our young men being shot and killed and acting like, you know,
which
it's okay.
Yeah, and see, the deal would bring in jobs, you know, for Pleasantville residents, including the youth.
Yes.
And I'm almost certain that they're going to invest in the community
heavily.
Yeah. Okay.
That's part of the agreement.
So therefore, we can get help for the kids that, when I was growing up and living in Pleasantville, there was always the kids on the other side of town that lived better than kids on my side of town. You know, we didn't realize it then, but as I look back at it now,
it's evident.
It was evident that a certain part of the town did better than the other part of the town. So when you invest in the community, everybody wins.
Yes.
And I wish that would have been around when I was coming up and growing up and going to Pleasantville High.
Yes.
You know, we didn't have a rec center. We had to get on a bus and go way across town to a rec center. But if you bring somebody in that's going to invest in the city, in the community, those things can be addressed.
Yes, yes. And, you know, it's just important that we do that. You know, I come from the school board. Right. You know, I spent 6 years on the school board fighting, you know, certain things.
In action.
Yes. As a matter of fact, you've been there with me, watching me and, you know, seeing some of the things that I've had to deal with and had to take. You know, trying to keep people from using our school system as a job corps, you know, for family and friends. So, you know, those are the type of things where, you know, we have to remember that us as a community, we have to be more educated on who we elect.
Yeah,
you understand?
It starts with the grassroots.
Hey man, it's who you put there to do what's supposed to be done, because you know our community has a propensity not to come out and hold people accountable, and it bothers me. You know, I want to be held accountable. I think, you know, that's why I try to make sure that I keep myself in order, because I'm sitting there trying to make sure that everyone is held accountable, and I'm going to speak my mind. I'm going to speak the truth.
Well, that's why we're doing what we're doing now.
Yes.
This is a way to inform people that we're watching.
Yes.
You know, if you hold a seat in Pleasantville or Atlantic City, there are those out there in the community that they care about what happens to them. So they're watching, and we are going to hold you accountable. If you do not do the right thing, the way we voted you in, we will vote you out.
Yes.
See, in closing, I'm gonna say this in closing, I'm gonna give you the last word. It's not like it was 20 years ago where people didn't know what was going on and they got away with anything. That's not happening anymore. People are now more self-aware of their community and the officials that they elect. People like me and other people are going to hold you accountable in Pleasantville. We're going to hold you accountable in Atlantic City. If you ignore us, you ignore us at your peril. Because people will tell you that folks won't come out to vote.
Yes.
They don't care about the issues.
Yeah.
And as he said, it already has been proven. But that day no longer exists. Brother Tony, you have the last word.
Yes, it's just like I said, I think that 2021, right? I just look for it to be a better year, you know. I just want everyone to keep themselves safe, you know, wear those masks, you know, take care of yourself, take care of your family.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you.
Yes.
But we have to touch on that. You have to wear your mask.
Yes.
If you know people who don't want to wear their masks, ignore them. Ignore them. It is important. You listen to the science.
Yes. Yes.
I'm sorry, now you can
take care of your family, you know, and that's the whole thing. It's about taking care of each other. And when you wear those masks and you're taking care of your family, that means you're taking care of everyone else in the community. You're doing your part, and that's what counts. You know, and the main thing is this, you know, we have it's going to be 3 new council people coming on city council this year. You know, it's just important for you people in Pleasantville, for all of you voters, for all you residents, come out as much as possible. Come to these council meetings, go to these board meetings, sit and see what's going on, and stop letting people come in and take advantage of your community.
Right.
All right. And, you know, I'm saying that because I want them to come and see the work that I'm doing. There are a lot of people that don't want to have people there to witness what's going on.
Yeah.
Myself, I want them there. I need you there. We need for everyone in this community to hold each and every one of us elected officials responsible for the decisions that they make. So once you do that, you'll start getting better people elected. You know, you'll do your due diligence to make sure that you you know, elect the right people. So with that being said, I look forward to 2021.
So do I, brother. Good luck.
God bless you.
And Godspeed.
Yes.
And to everybody out there, have a Merry Christmas.
Yes.
Happy Hanukkah. What's ours?
I'll just say happy holidays.
There's so many of them. So yeah.
Right.
Happy holidays to everybody, and may you have a blessed New Year.
Love you all. Stay safe.
Peace.
Yes.